guys, how's it going? I have a 2013 Mustang GT 6-speed manual. I'm in the process of selling it. So before I do sell it, I wanted to make this video to show why it was a great purchase for me. I know the Mustang takes a lot of crap lately and it's the subject of a lot of memes. Here are 5 reasons why I've enjoyed owning this car. Number 1, performance. Even after 5 years, it still shocks me. This is a quick car. This is a seriously quick car. What's this guy doing? He's in the middle of the road. 420 horsepower, 3,700 pounds. There's not many cars that are faster than that. The straight line performance, I remember watching a video in 2011, and this is really why I wanted to buy this car. Originally, I saw a video in 2011 where Motor Trend pit this car versus the E92 M3, and at the time, and still really, the M3 is an iconic car from BMW. I mean, it's really the best in class. It's much more expensive, but you get what you pay for in terms of performance and luxury. In the video, the track package of this car went around a racetrack within 1/10 of a second as fast as the BMW M3, which is ridiculous. It's when it came out, it was, you know, Porsche fast, Porsche Cayenne fast, maybe even Porsche 911 fast in a straight line. Certainly not around corners, but it's still not terrible around corners. The performance around twisty roads is all right. If the road surface is good, you're going to be able to corner pretty hard. If it's not, then the live rear axle, you're really going to notice it. All right, next up, sound. You already saw the wide open throttle clip, but just cruising around town, I mean, this sounds so good. It sounds so good. I really don't think any other car sounds better, and hear me out on this. I think a lot of muscle cars sound good, but making the comparison, I don't want to make waste time making comparisons with you know, the Challenger versus the Camaro versus the Charger. They all sound good. I think this sounds about as good as any car you can buy, even including exotics. Even if you were to buy an exotic car, it sounds different, but not necessarily better. The American V8 just sounds so good. I mean, I'm going 5th, 45 miles an hour, and it's just a little bit of you know, a deep rumble. Really not obnoxious. I don't think you could really hear it outside of the car. If you put it in 6, you almost can't even hear it, which is pretty cool. Depends on the person, but in the morning, I don't really want a really loud car, and this offers the best of both worlds. Third, low maintenance. I've had this car 5.5 years now, as I said. Sorry, I had to do that. Anytime you need to merge, it's never a problem in this car. But I've had this car for 5.5 years. I've taken it to the shop 2 or 3 times, I think. One time for a tire pressure sensor, like right after I got the car, it was $100. The next time was for an oil leak. That was recently. I don't even remember the 3rd time, but really a bulletproof car. Crazy that this level of performance is this reliable. For a 420 horsepower car that you can thrash and go, you know, well over 100 miles an hour, this has been a really reliable car. I'm not sure you can say the same thing about some of the German rivals. E92 M3 and Audi S4, E63 AMG, they're usually in the shop a few times a year, and they have the risk of running some major problems that could really run you up a bill. Fourth, comfort. Now, I may take a little bit of heat on this one, but this car is comfortable. It's called Mustang GT Grand Touring for a reason. Grand touring meaning you can take it on long car rides. Don't get me wrong, it's not like an Aston Martin or anything like that. It's a freaking Mustang, but it's comfortable. I mean, I have a leather seat, I have nice bolstering, I have like 6-way, I don't know, power seats, and its comfort has never been an issue for me. I'm 6'2", 6'3". I've got headroom. My legs aren't cramped. I have plenty of room to put the seat back. And same goes with the passenger seat. It might be a little bit smaller because of the glove box, but I've had some pretty tall people in here and they fit just fine. The back seats aren't really usable, but I can put stuff back there like bags if I need to for a long trip or when I have a lot of stuff. Gas light went off. You get used to that when you own this car. America. Last. This car is an outstanding value. And this goes with point number 3 a little bit, with not taking in much of the shop. But I keep track of all the money I spend on cars, detail log, purchase price, insurance, gas, tags, titles, you name it, over the years. And over 5 years, this car has only cost me about $6,000 per year, maybe a little bit less, high 5,000s. And if you look at Edmunds, that's about the cost of a Toyota Camry if you were to buy and own it for 5 years, a newer one, which is insane to be even making that comparison. Because this car has a whole lot more to offer than a Camry. It has 2 Toyota Camry engines and then some worth of power. I can't speak for all Mustangs or all model years, but if I were to do it again, I would definitely go back and buy a 2013 Mustang GT. Stay tuned for what I'm upgrading to and what my next car is. It's a sedan. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.